Hey guys. So everybody here at home is feeling a little bit under the weather, and I'm a fast talker, so I'm gonna get right into it. Today I am here to talk about 3 inexpensive eyeshadow palettes for beginners that you've never heard of. What I consider inexpensive lands somewhere between $10 and $40, under 10 being cheap, over 40 being expensive, and this lands right in the middle range where you can find them around the prices that you find at Ulta. As someone who focuses my makeup artistry mostly around the eyes, having really high quality shadows is important to me. I don't find very many cheap eyeshadow palettes that I like. I have a lot of expensive ones that I like, but hitting that middle of the range inexpensive is where I like to be. First palette I want to talk about is the Ulta Matte Neutrals palette. The Ulta Beauty line often gets overlooked because it's a store brand, and honestly, most of their products are not very good, but I was really surprised when I found this eyeshadow palette that was really solid. What I love about this palette is it's got a lot of really good staple shades that you need. It's got the matte black, the matte white, the yellow, and all these cream transition shades that you would need. It's got these pink mauvey shades, a gray, and these more brown fall shades that you really like. Honestly, I use this palette all the time. I don't know what I did before I got it. If you're only going to get one palette out of the 3 that I suggest, I'd recommend this one. It retails for $20 and is available at Ulta, and I consider a staple for any makeup artist. Next is the Ulta Beauty Starlight Swirl palette. This palette took me by surprise. I was walking around Ulta doing some browsing and saw a tester out for this product. I'm really not a fan of baked eyeshadows, either high or low end, but I decided to swatch it just for fun. I'm gonna let the palette speak for itself here. This is the shade third from the top, Luna. Dig your finger right in here. One swipe, and it's absolutely stunning. I was so surprised by this palette. It's kind of fantastic. With these shadows, you can get really good, intense color payoff by digging into them with a flat shadow brush, your fingertip, or a wet brush. I would recommend only placing them on your lid and not trying to blend them into the crease, which I wouldn't recommend for shimmers anyway, because they can get kind of chalky and patchy once you get there. But if you just place them on the lid, you can get really good color payoff, and they're a good starter for shimmers for someone who doesn't have a lot of different shades. It's got blues, it's got frosty colors, it's got dark colors, it's got warm and cool tones, it's got everything in between, and is great for a beginner. This product retails for $20 and is also only available at Ulta, and I'd recommend it. The last palette that I'm going to talk about is from one of my all-time favorite indie brands that is vastly underrated, and it is from Cargo Cosmetics. And just look at these shades. Cargo Cosmetics makes some of the best eyeshadow palettes on the market, and they are not appreciated enough for their fantastic formula and their great color selection and packaging. They are available at Kohl's, online at Ulta, and from their site, but nowhere else. And I am so disappointed because if you could swatch these shadows, you would see just how pigmented and beautiful and buttery and easily blendable they are. I'm going to insert some swatches here of the shades Hibiscus, Kai, and Lay. These shadows are just so unique in color, beautiful, well thought out in the palette, and they just blend so well. They're not overly pigmented like Kat Von D shadows can be, and they're not stiff like a lot of drugstore brands like CoverGirl's palettes can be. It just hits that perfect middle ground for beginners, where it's really foolproof, not too hard to get on the first try, and the color selection is just gorgeous. This palette retails for $34 and is beyond worth your money for the quality of the shadows that you get and the unique colors that you can get out of it. And you can mix and match all these palettes to get any look that you want out of it. It's a great starter set for any beginner, and in total, these products all retail for under $100. And even if you're gonna just get one, it's so worth your money. I love finding inexpensive hidden gems for eyeshadow palettes because beginners don't always have the kind of money to spend $50, $60, $70 on eyeshadow palettes, and this will definitely get you started. A lot of my looks I use just using these palettes, and you'd be surprised at how good you can turn out once you know what you're doing. I'll insert a bunch of pictures all over here with the looks I got using just these palettes. Alright, that about wraps it up. If you didn't think I was a complete human disaster, give it a like. I upload videos every Tuesday and Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and thanks for watching.